The worst you could think of us is as a parasite. We are not, how to say it, we are not riding the little Red Riding Hood. We are designing a qubit quasiverse. Means the alien ships, which are future human ships, alien ships, which will come to take us away, all of us, all of humankind, entirely, comfortably. We have to design them. No one will do it for us, and it's not a team effort, because as we mentioned too many times, for this situation to perdure normally, there is no team, because you know why? Because you don't meet, because you never met anyone. So we have to design them. If we don't, they don't exist by the necessity of the theory. And the question is to determine if the theory applies to the reality, or if it only applies to the qubit quasiverse, which would be a fiction. And we are not a fictional writer. I'm not a fictional writer. I'm not writing fiction. It will not be a book. A book would mean to accept the sacrifice of the entire structure to a chimera. Because people would take it as fiction, would laugh a good laugh, and come back to hiding their interest, lying, looting, stealing, killing all the time. It's not destined to become a public success. We don't want success in publicity, and we have to get it because it's the only way to achieve our goal. So there is a secret, and it's a secret shared among states, among some states, and some others do not share this secret. And it's not attached to any current organization. It's transnational, if you will, and it's an idea in the mind of a few people in these countries who engage and organize for the time when the scientific community will tell, we have seen something and we are worried, or for the time when we won't see anything. If it's a supernova, no worry to have. It's blast. It lasts for a split second. Everyone is reset. Everything is stopped, and we don't know what happens. What happens at this time? It's the result of humankind's imperacy, the Shoah. This is what's coming towards us. We come from there. We go back there. This is the cross point of time travel in a restricted mansion, to begin with, in order to make sure Israel will remain the central point of humankind in all dimensions, in all instances, in all possibilia of the qubit quasiverse and the quasiverse. Because ultimately we would like to restitute the keys to the quasiverse to show you God might exist and really doesn't care about your whereabouts. And this is why there is no rescue. Coming from God, there is no rescue. There is an asteroid, there is a core in the earth, and there is the sun, and so on, and the supernovas, and so on. And chances are real portals will exist. We already have something portable, which sets us in the middle of somewhere we have never been, where you sit on your chair and suddenly you realize you're not there, somewhere else in time, and you begin to see, to feel the objects around are not from this epoch. This is a really strange feeling. It comes with surprise, it's dangerous, it could lead to brain failure. And it really is to us a way to recenter ourselves when we use this technique. Rarely these days. We don't need this high. And we haven't described it. We haven't and we won't until we have met someone who, the people we met the other night, it might take time, we might see them again in the street. Our feeling is rather than the law enforcer in this will maybe accept that we became private and to ask for an invitation if she found something interesting in it when she looked at it the other night or the next morning. And we have a contact in sales specialist who will respond to our calls, who called back, and we are one of us, so it's great. Good news. We had to force it, but it's great. And then a few other, maybe they will. But the principal person we met, the artist, and they are really someone. They are really someone, and chances are they will not respond because the society has already formatted her, or them, or him, or her. We don't know how this person would be like to be called, because we believe this person never has been presented with the notion of liberty in the first place, because it doesn't exist in France. So chances are this person will not accept. And it was an impersonation. He is an impersonation. His physical body, his mind, the way he speaks, he talks, he sings, a physical impersonation of what you adored in recent movies like Avatar or more other movies about black heroes. And he comes from the reunion. Do you imagine the beautiful circles, the Greeks, and this very old culture, very far away and old culture? And if he doesn't want to, what are we going to do? We promised we didn't write. If we wrote about it, he would call, but it would be cheating. It would be using the technique for personal gain, and this is what has been done forever, and this is what has caused the signal to almost be lost. So we won't play this for personal success or personal benefit. And if there is no last word, we told him to reassure him after we told him we were them. We told him that it was all for love, and love was all a spiritual matter. If this doesn't cut it, we're helpless, and we're not, so we are waiting.